receptive she's going to be before you even open your fucking mouth. All right.
Shout out to Hitch.
And if you can get through the time where she decided she didn't really want to talk to you and be funny enough, quick enough in the conversation that now she's going to be more engaging and start talking to you, to continue to ask questions of a woman and pretend or actually honestly be really interested in the answers is the first step of figuring out the rest of that stuff. So I would ask questions. If you're not interested, pretend you're interested. It'd be really nice if you were interested, right? Follow-ups. Don't always talk about yourself. I talk about myself too much. If you have a killer story, don't use it second. Don't be like, hey, that's a great dress. So I was in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Don't do that, because then it's like, all right, you had this killer story, but you used it too quickly. Build to it. Maybe once everybody's sitting down and she's introducing some of your friends. Sometimes one of the best things to do is to talk to the friend and then get introduced to the rest of the women. And then the friend brings you over. Now, it could get a little weird if we're all adults here. You talk to the one friend that's maybe more receptive to you, but you actually wanted to talk to her friend. And then everybody's trying to sort it all out by the end of the night. That could be a little bit more difficult. But when you're at these work networking things, all of you are stuck there. All of you are supposed to be there, and you're supposed to be talking to each other. So the chances are, if this is this in your head already and it's just not how you're wired, and that's not your fault. Like, again, we're all very different. You're going to have to kind of like, whatever your fears are, if it were jumping out of a plane, if it's, I don't know, whatever, pick any kind of a thing that you're like, oh, I'd never want to do that. You're going to have to force yourself to kind of do some of that stuff. And I would sidle a bit with the group. I'd ask somebody a follow-up. Most people do want to talk. Most people want to be the center of attention. So play off of your lack of desire of wanting to be the center of attention by letting other people be the center of attention and letting them go, and then asking little follow-ups. And then you can also do the efficiency move, right? What is PER? Where are PER's flaws? Big men that don't shoot a lot, that are always around the rim, that have a lot of rebound rate. Show up to the group, sidle, couple follow-ups, shake a couple hands, move on to the next group. Keep your minutes at 12 a game, because if you get 30 minutes a game, your rebound rate goes down. You're taking a few more shots that are outside your comfort zone, and then we got problems in your PER dips. So you can be efficient about this stuff. Now, it'd be great if it all came natural to all of us, that we were all great in all these different things. Sometimes I have to kick my own ass to be like, hey, look, you're a little bit older. You're sort of over everything. How about you be engaging for an afternoon? How about you, because I don't know if it's a Northeast thing where it's this prove yourself to me for the first 5 minutes. And then at minute 6, I'm like, all right, I'm in. I like this guy, because those first 5 minutes are when everything's kind of decided anyway. Hell, I'm telling you, in the dating part of it, they have decided as you walk over to the group. Okay, they have. And if it was a hard no and you turn it into a soft yes, then you're a lot better at this than a lot of other people are. So the simplest thing would be, let them be the center of attention. Ask some follow-ups. Keep it moving.
Yes. As a guy who's turned a lot of maybes into sure why nots, I say yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So what
a fighter and a lover.
Yeah. So what I would say is, you gotta like, it's a fine line to walk. And also sometimes I find myself, it's like, I've been in the situation before and all of a sudden I just got nothing to say. Nothing's coming out. Take your loss, whatever. It just happens to the best of us. But what I would say is, like, you want to understand them. And you want to be relating to what they're telling you without making it about yourself. And as like a guy who took Psych 101, I know that what's important is the inside jokes, and they're not necessarily like the definition of like an actual inside joke, but like an inside joke would be like, wow, that guy just fucking tripped over that thing. Like, now it's an inside joke. You guys both get the same thing. So it's not about like you telling her something, but it is important that you, if we're talking about girls or just people, I think we're talking about girls, right?
Well, I think we're talking about I think it sort of pivoted that way, but I think he also said like at work. So I try to cover both bases.
That's fair. So I think inside jokes works for both, and it's like could be a low stakes inside joke. It's just kind of the technical term in the psych community. I don't know if you guys are aware, but like inside jokes is basically something that you guys are both in on, and it could be something that you come across after a couple exchanges in a conversation. So it's just like it's about being relatable without, like you said, telling your story about, wow, yeah, that's so funny because like for me this and that. It's just like, I don't know. I guess it's just, it's a fine line to walk, but just be interested, relate to what's being said, but you don't necessarily have to make it about you. And funny is always good. So I think just try to remember those 4 pillars and you're good. Create a couple inside jokes.
Okay, wait. I got to follow up here. How do you create inside